Who's there?
It's me. It's me.
Who's there? It's Trace.
It's me.
We're Trace, not to be confused with wiretapping. We're tracing today.
Yeah.
We're tracing the week, and we're tracing the upcoming weeks, and we're tracing where y'all going. You got a lot going on.
We got a lot going on. It's going to be pretty busy from now until next Friday, I believe. Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff going on.
That's what ETC does. You
It
get
is,
out and go
yeah.
in the community.
It is. We got a lot of stuff going on, so.
So graduations are happening.
Yep.
How cool is that?
Friday, we've got Copper Basin's graduation, and then Saturday we're going to downtown Jasper, which we were going to be there last month, but that didn't happen, and then we're going to be here this month, and we're also going to try to be there for the rest of the months that they have it. And then Gilmer's graduation's on next Thursday, and then Pickens and Fannon's is on next Friday, and we'll both be splitting that up.
Okay, how you going to do both?
So we're going to have me, Aaron, Wyatt, and Tim, and John, and the rest of the guys go to Pickens, and then the rest of the crew's going to Fannin to help Fannin do theirs. So.
And that is really cool because there are some grandparents, and I don't know if y'all do this now. Do you get so many tickets per seat, or can anybody show up? But often the stands are full, and you can't get a seat, and you can't find a parking place.
I know at the Gilmer one, especially when I graduated, they always did the shuttle thing, and I think they still do that, and because it gets so crowded in there.
Crazy.
I can't remember if they did tickets when I graduated, but I feel like that's a thing, I think.
Well, I think it's really neat because a lot of older folks really can't get out and can't make their way through those the stadiums and the stands, and so in the auditoriums, it just makes sense. So what a great opportunity for us to get in your homes. Another way we get in your homes is through sports.
Yep.
And still, PHS Dragons are still in the Final Four. The games are Thursday.
Yeah, so tomorrow they're going to be playing at Calhoun 5 and 7:30, and then if there's a game 3, then it'll be on Friday, and then they're supposed to play the championship, whoever's in the championship, usually the week of graduation. So we'll see.
That's going to be tight and tough.
Yeah, that'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and you looked at the Calhoun records. They have a really, really good team.
I mean, I know I've talked about it with Tim some. It's going to be pretty close. I mean, I think either team, whether it's Calhoun or Pickens, could easily take 2 games. If in both games, I don't know if there's a chance. There probably is a high likely chance that one team will win one game and one team will win the other. But I know I've talked about it with Tim yesterday that the chances of Pickens winning both games and Calhoun winning both games is pretty close. So really it could be anyone's game. Honestly, I don't really know who really is going to win it. If we're looking at record-wise, I would say Pickens, and that's not me even being biased.
I say Pickens.
That's not me being biased. I'm just going off of record because they've won 33 games compared to Calhoun's 28
Pickens
or 27.
They got a great baseball team, and we want you to show up at Calhoun High School and please support these guys because they're working really, really hard to bring in that trophy and to win this whole thing. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah, I mean, they've been going to state every year since 2015, so I would imagine
it's time.
An entire decade to get
Yeah. It's time. Well, today I kind of wish that I had requested somebody bring me a cup of coffee. Have you ever woke up in the morning and you're like, okay, I started waking up at like 4:43 this morning, and then I dozed off back to sleep, and then it was reality time, and it was time to hit the floor, and I'm going, oh, I need coffee. I didn't take time to make coffee, and now I'm here. Where's the coffee service here? Ding dong, hello, I need a cup of coffee. Yes. I mean, sometimes you just need caffeine. I don't know that it's good for us, but right now I feel like I need it. I need it. Now, when you do the things that y'all go out and do, then you spend time editing.
Yeah, we just got done filming the Ellijay Music Festival last weekend, and I've been working on doing Surrender Hills concert from that, so that'll be being on ETC at some point. And then it takes a while because I mean I can't even really remember the longest it's taken me to do anything, but I mean, I think Singing in the Mountains, which y'all get to see later today, that took me like 2 days, maybe, at least, and that's like a whole 2-hour thing. So.
Yeah, yeah. But that's the coolest thing because we can bring it to you and it's, what is that noise?
I think it's the mic,
Is
or
there
a mic.
Is there a rat in the house?
Okay, I don't know about that.
Speaking of rats, you know that bad disease that's coming around from that ship, but it's not going anywhere yet. But they said it came from rat droppings, and when I heard that little scratching, it made me want to put my feet up on the desk and say, "Don't get a mouse, get my toe."
There's only one strain of it that I think humans can get. I think is what it says.
It's weird. It's very weird, but honestly, when I saw the ship that they were on, I thought it looked more like a cargo tanker to me than a cruise ship. It didn't look like the nicest.
No. There's like a section of it that looks like there's like a hole in the middle of it.
Yeah. I wasn't impressed. But now, if you hear this little racket and you see me put my feet up on the table, it's because I'm afraid the mouse is going to get my toe. We don't need that, do we?
No.
No, we don't need that. Do you know what Trix cereal is?
Yes.
Have you ever had Trix?
I've heard it before, yeah.
Well, you know, 100 years ago, I started writing a book about my life, and it was because of my first memory was food. And of course it would be food. And then this morning when I walked in, I was hungry, Aaron was hungry. Were you hungry this morning?
I mean,
maybe somebody should bring us breakfast.
So, maybe. I mean, I don't know, but maybe they should.
And if you could go to KFC, Trace would be happy. Yeah, that would be really, really cool. But it's like some mornings we come in and nobody's hungry, nobody eats, we don't have anything to drink, we just do the show and get it over with.
Yeah.
And this morning we're all walking in, our stomachs are growling, and we're going, God, where's the biscuits and gravy? You know?
Yeah.
So maybe we need a little, I don't know, a little stand out here where we can get something to eat. But it's weird how our days are so it's structured. You know what you're doing, you know what time you're doing, you know what you're going. And then lately, y'all are just running here and there and everywhere. And that's good for us.
Yeah.
Because you're going to a lot of variety of places, and some people don't know about ETC. They don't know that right here in this studio came the music out of the mountains.
Yeah.
And that's what we did.
Yeah,
that's what we started with, was music out of the mountains.
15, 20 years of just stuff that's y'all can. It's been all over ETC a lot of times. There's so much music that they've covered, really.
And it's strange because it's kind of like I look back at Larry Davis's show. Well, Larry was one of the younger brothers, and he passed away. And so we don't have, you have all those programs, and we have all these amazing things, but we don't have the people here again. But it's so cool that the archives are full of the history of these mountains.
There's a lot of it,
yeah.
There's a lot of it.
Now, your grandparents love gospel music and love church and love, are they going to change my mic? They're changing
Wyatt.
my mic.
Here comes Wyatt.
Is it because it's making really a lot of racket? It sounds like a rat coming out of my pocket.
And it's also just going in and out.
I didn't even know that.
Oh, well, this is what happens in live TV, y'all. This is what we love about doing live TV, and we won't edit this out. Y'all will see why. Go ahead and tell them you're hungry today, too.
Didn't get breakfast this morning as I overslept.
Somebody's grandma should have showed up with biscuits. You know, and let's talk a little bit about cooking, because you and I have been talking about how we like the little 5-minute gigs that we did.
Yeah.
So we've got a kitchen here. So we're kind of thinking about maybe if we can just get me in here a few minutes early, and we'll preheat the oven, and we will do some 5-minute gigs with some simple recipes, because I've been test driving simple, easy stuff. There's something about, if it's hard and then you're like, you put it off and you put it off. But if you've got a quick and easy recipe, then it's fun to share.
Yeah.
And so I'm working on a new cookbook, and I've been writing little stories for it. It's going to have Xana on the cover. It's going to have all of this contents plus new stuff and stories. And I was telling somebody the other day about the Trix cereal. I cannot stand the smell of Fruity Pebbles, Trix. What are the other ones that are those colors?
Fruity Pebbles?
Fruity Pebbles, yeah,
like
any of that stuff. I cannot stand the smell of that cereal. And I thought, well, maybe as a joke to myself, I would create a recipe of that junk. And I can't even stand to open a box of it. So never mind, Sherry, that was a stupid idea.
I can't stand the smell of Cheerios.
Yeah, really? Oh, no, I like Cheerios.
Yeah.
I like Cheerios.
I can't.
But I was thinking about the things. Often food is the smell. If it smells really good, you're going to enjoy it. And my mama taught me a lesson. Vanilla flavoring smells amazing. Put your little dab on your tongue.
It's not going to taste
and
that
your
great.
tongue will go, ah! And your tongue will slap you. It's awful. It smells so good. It makes your food so good. But it tastes like pure alcohol. I mean, it's awful. And it's not alcohol, but it's so weird. So Mama taught me some lessons about that. And I thought that's a cool thing to get the kids in the kitchen, because sometimes kids will look at something and go, yuck.
Yeah.
Now tell me the things that you love to eat, because you have a very limited diet.
Well, you know, I was very picky up until I was like 16 or 17. So after that point, I'll pretty much eat whatever that looks appealing to me. I mean, I'm not really, my uncle likes to make fun of me. Barry likes to make fun of me for not eating as much or as stuff, but no, I like a lot of different stuff now. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, if you were to, you know, ask me 10 years ago or think, would I even eat that now? Probably not, but I do now.
Yeah.
But I mean, I even tried your Brunswick stew that one time. I mean, you know, I would have never done that 10 years ago.
Yeah. Now, pizza is my favorite food. Has been all my life.
Yeah.
And somebody told me when I was 14, they said, you'll get so sick of pizza, you'll never. No. It is still today my favorite food, from the baby pizzas that I make to the Busy Mom's pizza. And we were actually going to share that recipe with folks yesterday, and we'll share it on another show, because I started that recipe because we lived in Hill City, and it would mean driving back 7 miles to town, 7 more miles home. That's 14 more miles, sitting there waiting on the pizza, because they didn't used to do deliveries.
Yeah.
And so I had this idea. I came up with this Busy Mom's pizza. It's still one of my favorite recipes. I never get tired of pizza. I can eat breakfast pizza, lunch pizza, dinner pizza. I can eat pizza cold. I can eat it leftover. I can eat it hot out of the oven. There's no way I don't like pizza.
Yeah, pizza's great.
Pizza's
I
great.
love pizza.
Pizza's great, and it's one of those things. So in the summer months, get out with your kids and your grandkids and do some really cool cooking with them. And if you have a garden, I love gardening, and I love showing the kids how things grow. Now, does your family have a garden?
My papa had a garden for a long time, and I think my brother tried to start it back up again, but it's literally outside of my apartment out there, and my grandpa used to do it all the time, and that's
a lot of work.
I was used to them, like, you know, having okra and all this stuff, and I seeing them wash it all, and I was around it some, but I never really got, like, I was too young to really even get into all of it. But, you know, honestly, I think, you know, the garden and stuff helps. A lot of people now, you know, they do it, and it's probably it's a great way to, you know, actually grow your food. But I was going to say, I think, honestly, you know, you're talking about people being picky with eating. I think, honestly, the food that, like, or the chains that are around here, I think has made people picky, because they only have like a certain thing, and there's not like any different type stuff, unlike the chicken salad chick that you're talking about. That's a different place. But there's like all sorts of these different things, and you don't have like places where you can have different options. It's always kind of the same thing, and that's kind of why for 15 or so years I was kind of on the same thing.
Same page. Yeah. Okay, do you like Mexican food?
I do now. It took me a while to get into that.
Yeah, I like chicken fajitas. I like all kinds of things. I'm not crazy about the hot stuff, but support all of your local restaurants. And I got a gift the other day. Somebody brought me these 2 big, large orders of collard greens. And when they walked in the door with it, I had some customers in there, and they said, "Oh, go ahead and eat your lunch." I said, "No, that's not my lunch. That's my snack." And they said, "What is it?" I said, "Collard greens." And they kind of were like, "What?" I love collard greens. I love, and when you said okra, it just made my heart feel good. Okay, favorite meal ever is creamed corn, white creamed corn, fried okra, fried perfectly, sliced tomatoes, black-eyed peas, and salmon patty in the middle of that.
Interesting.
That's
an interesting
Would you eat
combination.
any of that?
I have no idea if I would or not, to be honest. The salmon maybe?
That is like my favorite
The salmon maybe? I don't know, but that sounds like I would look at it and be like, I don't know about that.
Do you like fried okra?
I've not had fried okra, but I've had fried squash, and I like that.
Yeah. Well, fried okra will beat fried squash to death.
I've heard.
They're both good.
I know my grandparents used to make it a lot. Yeah.
Fried okra is like, to me, oh my gosh, I just love it. I love it. Why are we talking food when I'm sitting here in my belly are growling? And there's no point in it growling because there's plenty of it. So, but I just, there's something about fresh gardens, fresh food. It is going to be time. Can't wait. Excited. Now, let's talk about an event that's going to happen on June the 6th in Hiawassee, Georgia. Braden Rumfelt and 2 other of the kids from the American Idol Tour are going to do a wonderful concert. And we're going to show some photos to y'all now. There's several photos in there, and there's a photo about their concert. So let's do that. And we've got, there you go, a night of worship. American Idol contestants hosted by Braden Rumfelt and Daniel Stallworth. It is going to be so much fun. Sam Cox, the Idol kids were great this year, but the greatest thing about it, I have never seen a season with Idol where so much gospel and beautiful, beautiful hymns were done. It was absolutely amazing. I can tell you right now, I will be at that concert June the 6th at 7 p.m. at Anderson Music Hall. I will be there. I cannot wait. I'm super, super excited. I hope that you will come. And you know what's so cool about that? They're your age, and they're doing a worship night. They're not going bar hopping. They're not going out drinking and driving and doing craziness. They're doing a worship night. America is doing well. Yeah,
it's a rare thing for people my age.
It is crazy. But when you look at Idol this year, there was so much good gospel music. Now, this was shared by one of our homeowners. Absolutely beautiful sky, and right behind those trees sits a house that I dearly, have right there. It's crazy. But look at that beautiful, beautiful sky. We are so blessed to live in an area that has the prettiest sunrises, sunsets. It is just gorgeous. And when Sharon sent me that, I said, this is worthy of. Yeah. And I said I was almost using it in the opening, but I can't get rid of that road shot I took. Is that not cool?
It is a cool picture.
Is that not cool? Okay, we're going to reenact something that happened right there in that spot. In about 1921, my grandmother was 17 years old, and it was my grandma, my grandpa, my Aunt Bessie, and one of their neighbors was in a little boat. They had gone to church at Mount Vernon Baptist Church, and then they went down to the creek, or the river, it's the Etowah River. They went down there after church, and I have a photo of them standing in a boat right there. And I told Dinah, my cousin, I said, we need to reenact this. You can be Aunt Bessie, I'll be my granny, and we got to find some man to be grandpa. And then we laughed and said, well, we're both short and dumpy, and we'll get so wobble-sided, we'll turn the boat over. So we'll need you and Tim down there with the drone to film this, because that will be TikTok worthy.
Yeah,
because it will be old ladies falling in the water.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I'll have to study on that. They may have to tie a rope to me to do it. But when I passed there leaving the funeral home the other night, I just stopped in the middle of the bridge and took that picture. And I thought, that's over 100 years ago, 105 years ago, my grandparents were in that boat, in that river, in that exact spot. And I have the picture of it. And I looked back, and I'd just gone to the cemetery. If you haven't been to a cemetery lately, go see the people you love, because Marcel, Granny, Aunt Lou, Aunt Bessie, Aunt Tempe, Aunt Annie, I'm just visiting their graves, and I'm like, there are more of us gone than here. So if you're still here, it's time to make some memories. Yeah. It's time to make some really good memories with those that you love. And if you love their cooking, does your granny cook good?
From what I understand, I don't even know if I've really ate their stuff, they probably know the answer to that question. But they do. I mean, my grandpa and my papa and my baba have cooked for a long time. They cooked like stuff that they had in the garden and everything. Mm-hmm. So that would be more of a question for my parents.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
my mom and them
we'll call your parents and ask
stuff,
them. Yeah. There's something about going to Grandma's kitchen. There's nothing any better than going to Grandma's kitchen. And today when we end the show, we're going to do something that's got my granny, my uncle, 3 of my aunts, a picture of them standing at Mount Vernon Baptist Church. And I think about all the memories of that little church, all the funerals from that little church. Get with your grandparents, get with your mom and daddy, get with your family, and sit around and talk about those memories, because one day the memories will be all you have.
Yeah.
All you have. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
now we have got some music going on at Kimsey Ridge. Y'all went up there and filmed that.
Yep.
The studio, the auditorium is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's always really nice up there. I know Tim has talked about wanting to do more music up there, not just singing in the mountains. So y'all may see us back up there again. But singing in the mountains is one of those events. You know, I did it by myself last year, and I went with Tim and Wyatt this year, and it's a really good event. I mean, they're singing in the mountains all across this channel. So I mean, you know, we've done it for a really long time. But it's a really good event.
It is. And it's great for you to sit and watch, because you see your friends and your neighbors standing on stage singing. So that's really, really cool. Now, the Kimsey Ridge thing is one of those once a year things. There are all kinds of events once a year, and y'all are doing as many things as you possibly can work in, and ball games take front and center, because that's where we get the kids, the parents, the grandparents, everybody gets together, and you get to see the ball games. So after the baseball season is up, then what do y'all do? You wait and go into football?
So when baseball's over, because baseball basically ended last week with the game at Pickens against West Lawrence, and then we've got graduations, and then after graduations, we have like a 2 or 3 week period, and then we're going to be covering ETC's Little League tournament, and that'll be June 12th. And so we'll get to do all that, and then mostly it's going to be music stuff and the other shoots that Tim has coordinated.
Also going to be in ball ground for the 4th of July.
Yeah,
Yes.
Y'all, I actually won't be there because I'll be in Florida. But I think it's June. Is it in June?
It is the first Saturday night before the 4th of July, and put that on your calendar.
I think it was on June 27th on the list.
Because they do that to not compete with the other 4th of July events, and I don't know if y'all know it, it's our 250th anniversary of the United States of America.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a big to-do, and ball grounds fireworks are always amazing, but we're going to have drone, video, everything at the 4th of July event, and front and center for the fireworks, and that will be shared with y'all here on ETC. One of the other things we're going to share is last week, National Day of Prayer in Pickens County.
Yeah, so Aaron and Tim went to Jasper's National Day of Prayer, and they recorded it, and there's a little bit of a little teaser we're going to show, because next year we're going to cover the entire thing in its entirety in Jasper next year, so that'll be a lot of fun to do.
Yeah, Aaron, have you got that thing ready? Let's show them.
All right, this next group, when I used to sing gospel music and we'd travel around, I was always excited when we were going to sing with the Parton family, because I knew we were always going to hear some good music that day. And they've been together for an awful long time. And I always have to ask.
Okay, there's our tease. Now we're going to take you to the National Day of Prayer. That's what you're getting next. You're going to get the Parton family. Is that what you're
loaded? That is it, yeah.
So you're going to get the Parton family, who have been around ETC for many, many, many years, and the Parton family continue to sing in your churches almost weekly. So here we go, back to National Day of Prayer. Put it on your calendar. It is so crazy how many years we did up at, Lydia Dockery did National Day of Prayer. They had a luncheon. Then they quit doing it, I think, when Miss Debbie passed away. But they do a prayer chain that is moving all around North Georgia. Prayer is changing things. And so if you're in an area and you don't have prayer partners and you don't have groups that pray together, then pray your own and pray, because we are learning that prayer is changing this nation. We saw that when we saw American Idol. We saw when we saw gospel music. We keep seeing good things happening. Mm-hmm. And if we pray about our nation will come to where it needs to be. And so be involved in your local prayer groups. And I can't remember the days that Lydia does all the different cities, but they do Blue Ridge, they do Gainesville, they do Murphy, North Carolina, they do Hayesville, North Carolina, they do, I think they're up in Hiawassee now. They're everywhere doing prayer, and people gather to pray. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. And we can change the world, and we can slow down the evil and the mean and the craziness. And there is some evil, mean, and craziness going on.
Too much.
Now, everybody knows who I vote, and everybody knows how I vote, and everybody knows who I'm voting for. But my favorite line this year of all the politicians, my favorite line, and you will know who this is, I think, is if you come to America illegally and you commit a crime, you're going to be deported or departed. That's my favorite line, because we're going to get you and we're going to put you in prison, or you're going to get the death penalty. I love the idea that we are standing up for our country. It is time we stood strong together and we stand up for our nation. Our nation is 250 years old. Do you know that's older than me?
That's older than me. It's way older than me, too.
Yeah.
Way older than a lot of us. Yeah.
250 years ago, people gathered together, and from the words of using a Bible and wanting our independence, America was founded, and we're celebrating. And it is time we celebrate. So on the 4th of July this year, I think it should mean more than ever before.
Yeah.
Ever before.
Yeah.
So get together, join a prayer group, join a cycle of just people who, maybe once a month, just cycle around and go and meet and join. And whether you meet in a park, whether you meet in a restaurant, wherever you meet, whatever. Get together with people who want America to do better. And I think we should do it.
ETC will be in Blue Ridge for that. They always go to Blue Ridge to do the fireworks there, so we'll be doing that as well.
Yep. And again, the reason Ball Ground does it the Saturday night before is because all the other towns do it like the day before the 4th and the day of the 4th.
Yeah.
So they kind of split it up so everybody can get coverage.
Makes sense.
And it makes sense to all the towns. So don't forget, the Saturday before the 4th of July in Ball Ground, Georgia, great fireworks. Now we're going to take a commercial break, and then you're going to go in there and you're going to give us what you edited from Kimsey Ridge.
Yep, yes I will.
Yeah. And when you look at these groups and you look at the people sitting on stage, they're your friends, they're your neighbors, they're people that you go to church with. And so that's what ETC is about. It's about people serving people. And we've done it for a long, long time. We want to continue to do it. And I have a new friend in Ball Ground who plays the piano. And I told her, I said, I got this piano sitting over here. I want you to come and play it. She sings at funerals and she plays the piano, and she plays by ear, which is, to me, it's great, because if you can do that, you're like flipping amazing.
Yeah.
So how come Barry Parks has never been over here playing the piano?
That's a great question. I don't know. I have to talk to him about that.
Why don't you ask him? Because, we could just have him sitting over there every day. You know how lead-in music. We could have him do that. Yeah. Tell him we'll coerce him. We'll coerce him with some food. Reckon?
That might do it.
Yeah, it might do it. Okay, we're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, you're going to get some music. And today we're going to end with something that's very special to me. It's a lot of food that I cooked in photos, and my grandparents and my great aunts and the people who made me me. Because somewhere you form your identity from the people that you're around. You were around some pretty good folks.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Very good folks. And that forms your personality.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Yeah, so we want to pay tribute to everybody out there who's been a good granny, a good grandpa, a good great uncle, somebody who's been a great influence on a younger person's life. That's what we should be doing today. We should be influencing the younger kids. And let's get back to it. Let's take a commercial break.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time. And delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, Ellijay, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
If you or your business are looking for local advertising opportunities, we have sponsorships available for new programming coming soon on ETC3. Contact us at 706-697-5591.
See us anytime you can.
Whether you're swimming in the sea or splashing in the pool, making a masterpiece, or just making memories, writing a great American novel, or writing your term paper that's due tomorrow. Whatever you do in life, Farmers is here to protect it. For all your insurance needs, call Donald Curtis in Blue Ridge.
When I used to sing gospel music and we'd travel around, I was always excited when we were going to sing with the Parton family because I knew we were always going to hear some good music that day. And they've been together for an awful long time. And I always have to ask for every year. I forget what they tell me. But I'm not the only one because I said, now, how long have you guys been together? And one of them said, well, we started in 1973. And one said, well, I think it was 71. And one said, well, I think it might have been 75. So we know it was somewhere in those early 70s that you guys got started. Oh, well, but now it might not be all the original members. I don't know. But and then I said, well, now you guys are from Ellijay, aren't you? And one said, well, from Jasper. And one said, well, from Talking Rock. So we know they're from down in Gilmer County, roundabouts. But and I'd mentioned this a couple of years ago when I was introducing these guys. But me and my family had gone to Nashville, and we were at the Grand Ole Opry one night. It was the first time my wife and my daughter had ever been. And they were introducing the folks on stage, and we heard somebody say, from Ellijay, Georgia. And got our attention. So it was grandson and son, right? Is that your son? And yeah. So these guys are so full of talent, always have been, and they've passed that on to the new generation, and it keeps going. But we're glad they're here again tonight. I always enjoy it. It's one of my favorite parts of the night. And put your hands together from Gilmer County, guys. It's the Parton family.
the King. It's all because I am redeemed. I am redeemed, bought with a price. Jesus has changed my whole life. If anybody asks you just who I am, just tell them I am redeemed. I'll tell of His favor, I'll tell of His love, I'll tell of His goodness to me. He purchased my redemption with His own precious blood, and from sin I've been set free. I am redeemed, bought with a price. Jesus has changed my whole life. If anybody asks you just who I am, just tell them I am redeemed. I like this verse, listen. If you run across anyone that used to know me, just tell them I'm doing fine. The last time that you saw me, I was lifting up holy hands, and tell them I've been redeemed. I am redeemed, bought with a price. Jesus has changed my whole life. If anybody asks you just who I am, just tell them I am redeemed. If anybody asks you just who I am, just tell them I am redeemed. I'm so thankful I'm redeemed. I just love the Lord. And this next song we're going to sing is The Grave Can't Hold Me. I'm glad that grave ain't going to hold me. Woo!
You know, one of us said we're from Talking Rock, and the other said we're from Jasper, and the other said from Ellijay. So we'll just put them all three together, and what do you get? We're in the mountains. It's good to be here, I tell you. I love the Lord. I thank Him for this opportunity. If you're here tonight or today or whatever it is outside, I don't know what time it is right now. But if you don't know the Lord, you need Him more than anything else in your life. Without Him, you don't have anything. He's the one that supplies every need. And I tell you, one day, The Bible says every knee's going to bow and every tongue's going to confess that he is the Son of God. But let me tell you something. I'm glad to know him here tonight. I'm glad to be able to speak his name tonight. Jesus. I love Jesus tonight.
I may not be living when Jesus returns back to this world to take us home. But if I'm sleeping beneath the cold clay, I'll rise up with power on that great judgment day. The grave can't hold me, for I shall come out with a glorified body. I'll rise up and shout, oh grave, where's thy victory? Oh death, where's thy sting? I'll shout it so loud, the heavens will ring. Now I have God's Spirit deep down in my soul, and I'm on my way to that land of gold. For you see, it don't matter to me either way, whether I am alive or sleep on that day. The grave can't hold me, for I shall come out with a glorified body. I'll rise up and shout, oh grave, where's thy victory? Oh death, where's thy sting? I'll shout it so loud, the heavens will ring. I'll shout it so loud, the heavens will ring.
He gave me peace and joy within. My hope is anchored in His blood. My hope is anchored in His blood.
God bless y'all. We love y'all.
It's a busy morning here at ETC. Oh. This is the Georgia Mountain Fair. Calling again. Hold on a minute. I'll call y'all back in just a minute. This is a busy time. I've ordered tickets to the Braden Rumfeld concert, and I'm going to give away some of the tickets to the Braden Rumfeld concert. It's on June the 6th. If you would like to go, you need to be involved in the drawing. I'm going to have the tickets mailed to my house. You will have to get them from me. June the 6th, make plans. This is a great gospel concert, a great night of gospel music, gospel fellowship, and I'm gonna give somebody a chance to win some tickets to this. So, also, Scott Barker called. See, y'all think I'm just sitting here asleep while the music's playing. No, I'm on the phone constantly. Scott Barker called, and the Barker brothers are gonna be at the Brasstown Community Center this Saturday night. Go be there, 255 Settawig Road, Brasstown, North Carolina. Very, very easy to find. Brasstown's about this big, and it's right there in the middle of it. And this Brasstown Community Center does all kinds of things for the community year-round, and they are doing an event there. They've done this for years and years and years. Actually, Freddie's mom and dad went up there one time and had the best time. So get out and support the Barker brothers and the Brasstown Community Center on Saturday, May the 16th, 7 p.m. And if I remember right, they had some awful good food there. They had some cobbler that was real good. So get out again this Saturday night and make sure you're there to support our friends, the Barker brothers. They've done music here on ETC just nigh about as long as anybody has. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to give away these Braden Rumfeld tickets. They're in the mail to me, so they will be mailed to me. It'll take a couple of days to get them. The concert isn't until June the 6th, so I'll be giving them away probably the first of next week. Pay attention to the programs we do, because the questions you're going to have to answer to win these tickets is going to be stuff we talk about on the show. So get ready. And I will tell you that there's also an event going to happen on the 4th of July in Hiawassee. There is beautiful fireworks at the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. I would put it up against anybody's fireworks, and it is over Lake Chattooga, absolutely beautiful. If you would like to have an opportunity to come and be there, I want you to message me on Facebook, send me a message and say, hey, I would be available, could I come and be there, and just let me know if you're available, because I've got a place that about 4 people could hang out right at the top of the mountain and sit right there and enjoy the fireworks. So let me know if you would be available that night. Just send me a message and I'm going to respond to the first few people. So it's all about celebrating our country, our United States of America. It is time that we celebrated her together, and great event at Hinton for the Republican Party. A lot of people talking, a lot of people saying, yes, let's get back to those great conservative values. Yeah, let's get back to the Bible. Yeah, let's get back to the goodness of what America was founded on. So we're going to do something now that is my favorite song. I love this. And it's Mr. Ellijay doing Supper Time. There's nothing like supper time around the table with your family, with your loved ones, with fried okra, creamed corn, sliced tomatoes, black-eyed peas, and a salmon patty. That's an awful good meal, and you ought to make that meal and call the kids and say, hey, come by and see Granny. It's time we sat down and had a meal together. Let's go now to one of my favorite things that Mr. Ellijay does. He does a lot of original stuff, But we all know this song, and we know what it's like to sit around the table with family. Here we go.
Many years ago, in days of childhood, I used to play till the evening sun would come. Then wandering down an old familiar pathway, I could hear my mother call at set of sun. Come home, it's supper time. The shadows lengthen fast. Come home, it's supper time. We're going home at last. Some of my fondest memories of my childhood were woven around supper time. And Mom, I remember how you used to call from the steps of our old home place. You'd always say, "Come home, son, it's supper time." What I'd give to hear that just one more time. But you know, time has woven a realization of truth that's even more thrilling. And that's when we hear that call from the portals of glory to come home for supper time. When all of God's children gather around the table with the Lord Himself, and we celebrate the greatest supper time of all. Come home, it's supper time. The shadows lengthen fast. Come home, it's supper time. We're going home at last.
Lordy me, we came in hungry this morning. Are y'all starving to death after looking at all that food? I can just see a big old dollop of dressing on the plate and a big old dollop of potato salad and then some sweet potato souffle. Okay, there's 3 carbs. And then some English peas, there's another carb. And then a big old slice of ham. Lordy me, that sounds so good. And that is the kind of cooking that Grandma's cooked. And that's why we went to church with Granny. We went back to Granny's house and we sat down at the table, and then everybody gathered on the front porch. And you know, when we think about the front porch could solve a lot of problems. If you'd sit around and listen to your grandma, listen to your grandpa, listen to your mom and daddy, and just visit with them. Just visit with them. And you'll see that the world's problems could be solved right on the front porch. There's a lot of front porch sitting that used to happen, and we don't take time for that today. We need to be taking time for the sitting on the porch, talking to Granny, talking to Grandpa, and taking their advice. My Granny said lots of smart things, but one thing she always said is a penny saved is a penny earned. I didn't listen much to that, probably should have. But we all know the cost of living is a little bit high now. The cost of business is a little high. But we're doing well. America is doing well, and we're so very, very thankful for that. We have a clip. Trace, can we end with the Malone's Pond thing that Tim put together? He did a great job with photography. It was a beautiful day with blue skies, and I want to end your day with these beautiful blue skies, visiting some beautiful homes in Ball Ground, Georgia. So sit back, relax, and remember, the best days are ahead of us. We are going to celebrate America. We are going to build strong on America, and we are going to see our country come back to greatness. Here we go.
The heart of the home really is the kitchen, and nowhere is that more obvious than at Malone's Pond and Berkshire Homes. Berkshire Homes doesn't just give you a beautiful kitchen to invite your family in. It offers a great example with a butler's pantry that you can go as simple as you like or as elegant as you like. Expand it, design it, create it, get with our design team and make your kitchen dreams come true, because after all, family life is revolving around the kitchen. Phase 1, a few beautiful homes ready to move in. Let's go look at them. But then we're gonna land at phase 2. I cannot wait to share that with y'all. It is amazing what this development has done. We're approaching the 3-year mark from breaking ground. Incredible, incredible homes. And I'm gonna show you something that I hope will make you say, oh, Ball Ground, of course we wanna move to Ball Ground. And yes, we want a Berkshire home. Let's go visit some right now. I think I said the kitchen is the heart of the home. Well, let me show you my favorite part of this amazing home. This home offers expanded living space. Just walk right over here, here's your beautiful living room. And you walk from your family room to this huge, huge porch deck. Cover it. It's covered, put glass in it, make it a sunroom. It's amazing. This is a beautiful, beautiful spot. You've taken opportunity. You see these woods behind it? It's wooded, it's gorgeous. It's somewhere, it's a place of peace. That's what Malone's Pond is all about, the place of peace. Come and get to know us. Come and visit. I promise you, you won't want to leave. Hey, we were outside on that beautiful, beautiful covered deck, porch, whatever. Expand it, make your living space huge. But I gotta put my sunglasses back on because I've come in the room of the bling. Imagine putting your purses, your shoes, your belts, your jewelry in this amazing, amazing closet. This closet is bigger than a lot of people's bedroom. It is absolutely amazing. And this comes on a beautiful DeSoto move-in ready. Please pick up the phone and call me at 404-375-0590. Load your bling and come on.